was like the Stones had an album called Their Satanic Majesty's Request, and there's this whole black magic thing that was going on in England at the time. I think people were just getting fed up with Christianity.
Right.
And a lot of people, all immigration were coming in, there's a lot of Muslims, a lot of Hindus, all these different religions going on. And I just went with all I knew, Satan. And then one day I got a kidney stone, and I thought I was dying. And my dad came up to take me to hospital because he didn't have a car or anything. And he came in the room, there's all these crosses upside down, pictures of the devil and everything. And he went absolutely mental. He'd take all this stuff down, he's going around, the room was all painted black. And after that I just started this really stupid, bloody Satanism. So it was just a phase.
Right. But that helped influence the...
Yeah, so the Black Sabbath is a warning against getting involved with things that you can't get involved with, that you don't know what you're getting involved with.
So then, at some point I want to go through like some of my favorite songs and talk to you about song by song, and then we'll open it up. But I'm blown away by the fact that your first two records were in 1 year. Like, describe that. Like, describe 1970 and getting signed and putting out the first record, and then immediately putting Paranoid out too.
Well, we've been doing a lot of gigging. Once we'd written the first Black Sabbath, the first song called Black Sabbath, we played it at this blues club. We used to have a residency like every month at this blues club. And we'd come to the end of the set list, and people would like drinking at the bar and didn't take any notice of us. And it was like, said, let's just try that song that we wrote today. And we played Black Sabbath, and the place just went absolutely wild.
Right.
And we went, oh, we must be onto something now. So from then on, we started writing like all the time, so we just like rehearsing blues numbers. Every time we rehearsed, we'd try and come up with some song. So we're playing, first album, we were playing that to death, like in the clubs that we were in. And
then describe, so who was writing, who was coming up with the riffs?
It was all jams. It was all jamming.
Oh,
like,
okay.
Tony would,
Together.
yeah, Tony would come up with the riff. Then I'd put in a little bit. We all would go about putting that bit in, and Ozzy would come up with the vocal line, then I'd write the lyrics.
Right.
And I wanted it to...
How did you land on you becoming a lyricist?
Because Ozzy can't...
Thank you. Perfect answer. You guys just figured that out? Did you and Tony have to have a meeting?
Ozzy said
you
he was
guys
dyslexic. No, Ozzy just couldn't be bothered.
And you and I actually...
He wrote the first one, Wicked World, he wrote those lyrics.
Right.
But then for some reason, he didn't want to write the lyrics, and his lyrics were dreadful. Because he used to, when he'd come out with the vocal line, he'd sing anything out of the air, like, and it was always about bloody love songs and everything.
But had you written lyrics for any of the bands before that?
No.
You just took over it.
Yeah, and I just wanted to...
You're fucking great. I guess I'll do it. As long as he's giving me a cunt about it, I'll jump in.
Just mainly to avoid like all the cliches that were going on at the time, and all, you know.
Right.
I mean, I love Zepplin's music, but the lyrics are some, you know, same old things.
Right. Well, you guys touched on Tolkien too.
Yeah, The Wizard.
Right. But they have like 5 songs about Tolkien.
Well, he was a local man.
So, talk it's interesting to me, well, talking about fame and like how quickly things just started blowing up and you know, going to America the first time and
Well, the first album we did in 2 days. Literally, we got in the studio. We didn't know what we were doing. We just played live in the studio. The second day was for a couple of overdubs and some extra vocal lines. We did the album, got in the van and went off to Germany. Didn't think much of it.
to tour in Germany? Or,
Yeah, to tour in Germany, which is where we used to do the American Air Force Base,
Right.
which is where I came up with the lyrics for War Pigs and Hand of Doom. So we used to talk to the American soldiers.
You were hearing from non-stories.
They were coming back from Vietnam,
Uh-huh.
and the halfway house was in Germany, you know, to calm them down. And I'd get talking to them, and they were telling me all these terrible things that were going on in Vietnam. And that inspired the lyrics for War Pigs and Hand of Doom. So we got this, when we finally got a record contract, we did 7 auditions, and everybody told us that we were crap. Go away, learn how to play your instruments, don't insult us with this rubbish. And we couldn't get a record deal, so this guy eventually, this like go-between, like an A&R guy, signed us. And then he signed his part to the record company, into the publishing company. We didn't get anything. I think we got £1,000, which is like $1,500
For
the first album,
Okay.
to record it
Uh,
and to, you know, try and make some kind of living.
okay.
And we just signed our lives away, basically. We just wanted to get the album done. And we never ever thought it was going to be a hit. And of course it became a massive album, and the record company, well, you got to do another album, got to do it. So we went straight in.
Did you already have a deal for, was there a second record?
I don't
Part
know
of
what
the
we
deal?
didn't
You
see
don't
the
know what the
contracts.
deal was, right?
And
And that was a manager that was doing that.
yeah, and we'd already written like most of the songs for the Paranoid album, except for the song Paranoid. And we went and did the Paranoid album. We did that in, I think, 5 days
Where'd you record that?
in London.
Uh-huh.
And the producer says, in those days you had to have 10 songs on an album or a certain amount of minutes. And he says, you're short of 3 minutes on the album. We haven't got anything. So me and Ozzy and Bill went out to the pub. We came back, Tony had written Paranoid.
Amazing.